Yes, you have 20 minutes. Okay. Huh.
Okay. So the setting objectives of a research work. So until now you have gone through the literature review, and now up to that time you have set a topic for your research. Now we are going to the exactly the main part of your research protocol or your research activity. So I am Dr. Amrita Samanto, Associate Professor, Department of Community Medicine. So these are the learning objectives. At the end of this session, the learner will be able to define what is objective, to recall importance of objective in a research work, to recall the criteria objectives, and to write objective of a research work. Remember that this objective is the very, very important part, and this is basically the framework. It provides the framework or the fundamental stone for your research work. So this objective is very important. So what this is a backbone of research, and it helps to express the thought and understanding of a researcher about the intended research work in a precise and observable manner. You have planned to do a research on something like smoking among undergraduate medical students. So we are taking an example of this thing, smoking among undergraduate medical students. Now you have thought you will do it this way, in this way. Now your thought, your understanding, your contemplation have to be expressed in such a way so that the people sitting in front of you, in other side of the table, can understand. So that is the objective. When you write the objective, that your thought will be expressed in terms of some line or some words, so that everyone, every person, every medical person, every the persons in the scientific community could understand what you want to say, what you want to do. So objective is a very precise and simple. প্রথম থেকেই বলে রাখছি যে be very, very simple while you are writing objective. And the one important thing you should keep in mind, you have to write objective before starting your work. So writing objective is the first and foremost thing you have to do before data collection. Without objective, there is no pathway. You will not find out what we are doing. So this is a backbone of research. So you have to prepare your objective before starting your actual work. So what is definition of objective? So it is an endpoint that can be reasonably achieved within an expected time frame and with an available resources. So we have to set our objective keeping in mind what we have in our hand. Time, resources. You are the only person. During your 3 years post-graduation time, you have only 3 years. You are the only person doing your dissertation work. In that case, you have to find out the time you can give and the resources you have. So you are working in a tertiary care hospital, whether you can go to the community, whether you can go to the clinic, whether you can the operation theater, what are the resources are there in your institution so that you can complete your work, what you have contemplated, what you have thought to do. So objectives are the elements which together achieve the goal. So you have a goal to do a work on smoking among undergraduate medical students. That goal is to be expressed in terms of clear-cut objective. This is the part. If goal may have one objective, may have more than one objective. Most of the time, we have expressed the goal in terms of more than one objective. So it is sometimes you may have only one objective. Now, what are the importance of objective? Objectives summarize the outline of a research activity and provide the fundamental base upon which the whole study stands. It provides the logical framework of the research. So again, I am telling the same thing. You have planned a work on. I am giving the simple example like smoking among the undergraduate medical students, or tobacco use, or substance use. Now you have to summarize among my medical students in which professional medical students, whether it is a male students, whether in the hostel, whether in the college. So you have to define where, how, when, and it gives the fundamental base and framework of the research. It helps to set and refine the methodology. Whatever you want to do on that topic, it will determine your methodology. If you find out some outcome of what are the effect of smoking or tobacco use among medical students, then your your methodology will be different. And if you want to find out the magnitude of the problem, how many students are smoking, then your methodology is something different. So depending on your objective, you will determine your methodology. So objective is the first thing. And also with the help of the objective, we'll organize the results. So we always request my students, we request the post-graduation students to write the results according to the objective. So if you write down the result of objective 1 first, then objective 2, objective 3. If you have got 3 objectives or more than 3, then write in this logical sequence. And you have to, in the discussion part, when you are comparing your results, your outcome with other studies, then you have to be in this way. So objective basically determines how you organize your research activity. And what are the criteria of objective? This is very common. You all know this is SMART. S for specific, M for measurable, A for achievable or attainable, R for relevant, T for tangible or time. Now, what does it mean by specific? But again and again, I am telling you that the specificity objective is very important. And you have gone through loads of research work. You have gone through the PubMed, you have gone through different papers, but your objective is your own thing. So make it as simple as possible. Do again check and recheck it until you have that insight. So what you are going to do? What is your purpose? So make it as simple as possible. Objective should specify what we need to achieve. A specific objective has a much greater chance of being accomplished than a general goal. No ambiguity should be there. If this objective is ambiguous, then it is very difficult to achieve at the end point. So objective provides the end point. At the where will end the new research work. So what exactly are going to do with or whom? So it also specifies the who are the study population, who are the where is the study is being conducted. So everything should be there in the objective. To set a specific objective, we need to answer the 6 W questions. Number 1 is who is involved. Like in my example, you are going to study undergraduate study on smoking or tobacco use among the undergraduate medical students. So who are involved? The study population here is the undergraduate medical students. What do I want to accomplish? To know the magnitude of the problem. Maybe the magnitude, maybe the effect, maybe the factors related to the smoking, or where. Identify the location in the undergraduate, in the Arjikar Medical College, and establish a time frame. When? During this year, during that year, or during in 2020, 2021. So that should be given here, because there are several undergraduate medical students in different years. So you have to specify that. You have to specify the time frame, and which. Identify the requirement and constraint, and why. Specific reason, purpose, and benefits of accomplishment of the goal. This last 2 is why, which, and why. Sometimes we may not need it, but this first who, what, where, and when, that should be there in the objective, in every objective. So there is an example to find out the socio-demographic profiles of undergraduate medical students of Arjikar Medical College in the year 2020. So this is the first objective of the project you are going to do, of the thesis work you are going to do. So here, what you want to do, to find out the socio-demographic profile. Who are they involved? The undergraduate medical students. Where? In the Arjikar Medical College. When? In the year of 2020. So make it simple like that. Simple objective means you are clear about your intention. When the objective is large, objective is ambiguous, then you are not clear. As a researcher, you are the researcher. This is your own child. Your research is your own child. So this, you know your research work better than anyone. So you have to be very specific and simple while writing objective. Specific in the context of developing objective means that an observable action, behavior, or achievement is described which is also linked with rate, number, percentage of frequency. Like in the last example, to find out the socio-demographic profile in terms of what? In terms of residence, gender, or sex, the number of students who are male, number of students who are female, number of students who are from the urban area, number of students who are from the rural area, religion. So we after the doing the studies, the objective will find out the rates, ratio, number, or percentage. So it can link in this way. And another example is to find out the proportion of these undergraduate medical students of RG Kar Medical College in India 2020 or total study population who have ever smoked. The next objective may be who have ever smoked or smoked in the last 30 days. So that may be the second objective, and in that case, we have find out the proportion of total study students, total study subject, how many have ever smoked. So that may be the, so here the objective linked to a proportion, a rate, or a number. So it is it is specific in that way. And measurable means we should be able to measure whether we are meeting the objectives or not. So the term objective is opposite to subjective. So whatever you have subjective things, that should be expressed objectively in objective so that it can be measurable. Because we are doing some quantitative study, we have to make it comprehensible to everyone, and to make it comprehensible, we have to measure and establish concrete criteria for measuring progress towards the attainment of each objective you set. So you have to set the criteria how to measure. So measurable. Example, to determine if your objective is measurable, ask questions such as how much, how many, how will I know, when it is accomplished. So all these questions should be asked before writing your objective. Is it measurable? Can we measure it? You can plan. You can plan something, but it is not measurable. People sitting in front of you cannot understand what you are going to do. That means the people cannot measure it. So make it measurable. Make it all subjective thing to objective. You have to make it measurable. For example, to find out the stress of the study population associated with the smoking. Is stress measurable? To make it measurable, we have to extend the objective writing with the help of some stress scale. With the help of some scale, some different psychological psychometric scales are there. We have to take help of this scale, and in the objective, we have to write it down to find out the stress among the study population associated with the smoking with the help of this type of specific type of scale. So this is to make the objective measurable. And next thing is the being pragmatic, understanding the feasibility of the study. So achievable. Are the objective achievable or attainable? The objective attainability to be judged with the skill needed and the constant imposed. So you have to always think about the constraints you have, about the resources you have. Can we get it done in the time frame? Is it the political climate with this amount of money? Sometimes in different departments, you are from different departments. So you are the young people, you have excellent ideas, you have gone through the excellent research protocols, research work in PubMed, and you have beautiful idea of doing so many things. You have high ideas. But when you are considering your resources, you will find that you have very little things you can do. So you have to understand that with this little much of resources, you have to complete your dissertation, you have to complete your thesis. So suppose example, to determine the prevalence of current smoker among the undergraduate medical students of India. Is it feasible from a student of from a postgraduate students in one medical college to do this such study among all medical students of India? Not possible. So you can do in your own medical college only. Again, to find out the corona positivity status among the slum dwellers of Kolkata. That means you will cover the all slums, and after doing the sampling, you will take some. But is it possible to the PCR, to the all the sample? Is it not possible? Because money is the constant. So you have to find out whether it is economically feasible by a single postgraduate trainee, whether, or sometimes some very sensitive issues. You are doing study on some sensitive issues like intimate partner violence, domestic violence. So being a male postgraduate trainee, is it possible? People will not allow you to help you to understand the problem. to get your data. So to find out the proportion of women aged 15 to 49 years age group who report intimate partner, suppose physical violence or mental violence or sexual violence in a slum of North Kolkata. So if the topic is very sensitive, it is not possible from your part to collect data. So you have to find out whether your ambitious plan can be achievable or attainable in this time frame of 1.5 years. So that is very important for you. And these are the other question you can ask. Can we get it done in the proposed time frame? Do I understand the limitations and constraints? Can we do this with the resource we have? Has anyone else done this successfully? Is this possible? Another important point, that is, if some previous students, previous postgraduate study or previous work done in the similar setting, like in Archicad Medical College, similar thing, if that person can do, then I can do. So this is one of the things you can go through this. So has anyone else done this successfully? So all these things should be gone through before writing the objective. Another thing is the realistic or result oriented. Result oriented means at the end of this 1.5 years, you have to gain some results. You have appropriate study study subjects in your hand, appropriate data, enough data to write your thesis, write the report of your thesis. So you have to be very realistic. Can you realistically achieve the objective with the resources you have? To be realistic, it must represent an objective towards which you are both willing and able to. You have huge wish to do some huge study, but you have to find out whether there is an ability. You have to balance between your wish and your ability. An objective can be both high and realistic. You are the only one who can decide just how high it should be. So you are the researcher. You will judge whether you will judge the balance. To what extent I can do. Example, to find out the prevalence of type 2 diabetes mellitus among diagnosed TB cases registered in TU of North 24 Pargana. This is one of the objective of one of the undergraduate students of my department. He is a very excellent student, and he is very sincere. And he had done a pilot study in Archicad Medical College, and he had found out that there are many diabetic patients, and there are cross referrals between the TB unit and the TB unit INTCP and the diabetic clinic. And so he was very happy. There's an appreciable number of diabetic patients who have diabetic patients. So it's an emerging condition. He was very sincere. It's a novel problem. And at the end of 1.5 years, he have found out that he got only 8 patients while he was going to the peripheral institutions like PSCs in all North 24 Pargana. He had gone to everywhere, but in the peripheral side, there are very little cross referral among these two units, among these diabetic patients, among the diabetic clinic and the tubercular unit. So he got very little cases of patient with diabetes mellitus, TB patient with diabetes mellitus, only 8 or 9 patients, and it was a disaster. So whenever you do a pilot study or do a pre-testing of your instrument, do in an exact location where you are going to do the study. So this is the realistic thing you have to take care of. Your objective is probably realistic if you truly believe that it can be accomplished. So you believe that you can do, but at the same time, there's an additional way to know if your objective is realistic, is to determine if you have accomplished anything similar in the past, or ask yourself what conditions would have to exist to accomplish this objective. So this is very internal thing. You have to ask yourself, you have to ask your seniors, you have to go through the senior protocols and projects and everything which is there in your institution. You have gone to the researchers outside, but you have to do it in your area. So you have to find out what are the resources actually you have. So to be realistic, so that at the end of the 1.5 years, your endeavor will see some results, see some crop. You have some crop at the end of your this 1.5 year period. And time is important. When do you want to achieve the set objective? Tangible, when you can experience it, one of the senses. Whether it is possible to complete your study within 1.5 years. Like to assess the 5-year survival rate of a specific type of breast cancer who have completed chemotherapy in Department of Radiotherapy in Arjikar Medical College. So you have to find out the 5-year survival, but you have only 1.5 years. So it is not possible. So in that case, you have to go to the record and you have to do the record analysis. And in that case, the study will be not some quality will hamper. When your goal is tangible, or when you tie a tangible goal to an untangible goal, some goals are tangible, some are untangible, you have a better chance of making it specific and measurable and thus attainable. So some goal, you have some goal maybe attainable, some goal may not be attainable when you are writing the objectives. If it is not possible during 1.5 years, then the objectives which is possible, you will get the results of that objective and you can write the report. So time frame is very important. You have to find out, specifically those who are going to the longitudinal study, you have to find out, you have to set the topic which can be completed, which can make sense in this 1.5 year period. Like you can do the follow-up within 1.5 years period. So this can be, these things is also very important thing. Now, how to write an objective? So till now, you know what are the criteria of an objective. Now, how to write. So select the most suitable, precise, measurable action verb to express what you want to get. The action verb is the heart of any objective. Action verb is the heart. It is the heart of objective. And it should be to the point. It should not be generalized. It should be unambiguous. It should be clear-cut, clear English. It should be measurable. We want to know what proportion of undergraduate medical students ever smoke. In that case, if your action verb should be to find out. That means it has an end point. Kotojon suppose your study population is 200. Among these 200 among these 200 study subjects, how many have ever smoked? So to find out, or you can use to determine in some cases, but avoid to know, to experience, which is very ambiguous, which is subjective. And if you want to know whether male students smoke more than the female students, your first objective was to discuss socio-demographic variables, next socio-demographic profile, and next objective to find out whether the male students smoke more than the female students. In that case, you are comparing the rate between the two. In that case, you compare the current smoker rate among the two sex groups. So the word is compare. It's very simple, but being simple is the most difficult part. So be very simple English to compare and appropriate. Similarly, if you want to know the magnitude of the problem among the UG medical students, use determines as you will get it by calculating prevalence. Prevalence of smoking, prevalence of tobacco use among medical students. So among total study population, how many have ever smoked or how many have a current smoker? In that case, you have to determine by calculating the prevalence. In case, you use the word determine. So action verb is very important. It should be measurable. It should be to the point. It should have end point. It should be understandable. It should be unambiguous. And it should be simple. And give specification like what I have told in the last slide: person, place, time, instrument, equipment, and that is who is involved, what do you want to accomplish, identify the location, establish a time frame, requirement, and constraint. Example, to determine the prevalence of depression among UG medical students of Arjikar Medical College in the year 2020 with the X depression scale. So all these things should be given in the objective. And next part is the most important part. Check and recheck your objective. Be sure the end point of your thesis. Be sure this you want to do. This is what you want to do. Modify and remodify until you get the insight of your work. You have concrete insight of your work. You are the researcher. You should have clear-cut idea what you're going to do. Your guide may not have idea. You have to express your idea to the guide. Your fellow students, PhDs, they may not have the idea, but you have the idea. What I am going to do. So modify and remodify until you get the insight, what you are actually going to do. After selecting methodology, now your objective will guide you to select the methodology. We have gone through the research. you have gone to the previous research, you've gone to the literature review. Now you are writing your methodology according to your research. Now, while you are writing your methodology, you have found that it is not feasible. In that case, you have to revisit your objective and modify it. And logically sequence the objective. We should write it before that. If this objective should become before that, so logically sequence the objective. After doing pilot study or pre-testing, revisit the objective. You may need modification. Some words should be added when you are doing a pilot study. Some insight you got during your pilot study that this thing should be added or this thing should be deleted. So revisit your objectives. And during analysis and writing up results, organize according to the sequence of objects. Please do that. Please do that. During a data analysis, you have different computer applications, you have different computer software, but that does not mean you will apply it all this. You have got, whenever you get the Excel sheet of your, you have entered the data in your Excel sheet or SPSS, you have ample software to do your different kind of analysis. But your analysis should be at par your objectives. If your objective is to find out the magnitude, you do only the proportion percentage. If you have done the sampling, then you have to do this. You have to find out the significance with the help of a p-value with the help of the significance test. If you have done something, if your study population is not normally distributed, then you have used the parametric test. You know all the parametric tests, how to do all the parametric and non-parametric tests. That does not mean you will apply all this. So your data analysis, your results should be as per your objective. Objective will guide you, and it may be your studies are very descriptive. So sometimes people are very much sad at the end of 1.5 years, and my study is a descriptive study. It hardly matters whether it's a descriptive. Descriptive study is a very important study to start with. So people will become it become a descriptive study. So things you should be very clear cut whether the result and the data analysis and the methodology, they are going hand by hand with the objective. And this is the last slide, take home message. Fix up your objective before starting your actual data collection. Please don't change your objective after doing your work, after collecting your data and after during your data analysis. Many people you are changing your objective, and that means you have not done your proper work. And follow SMART, be simple, be precise, and be smart. So being simple is the most difficult part. So being simple means you have gone through the extensive research work, you have gone through the extensive literature review, and you have understand everything, you have gone through your own thing, you have given a huge time for you thinking whatever you're going to do, and after that you have come out with your own idea, and you be precise, measurable, concrete form. So this is what is about objective. Thank you. Anybody has any question?